Hey girl, welcome back to another episode of Tarot Investigation with your girl, Shannel Black. Okay, so we're gonna jump into another reading with Ice Cube. As you know, girl, I tried to put up a reading just a few minutes ago that I just did with Ice Cube, and it was no sound. Okay, my voice had been cut off. Okay, I could not speak. Okay, my throat chakra no longer existed in that video. Girl, I was so concerned for me. Okay, because I'm like, what happened? Okay, and I'm like, the video is titled Gatekeepers, and it was all about Ice Cube gatekeepers, not Shannel Black gatekeepers. Okay, because clearly I got some too. I'm like, oh no, who gatekeeping against me? Because girl, I just got 5,500 subscribers over here, baby. I ain't got no 55K. I ain't got no 55 million. It's just a 55. Girl, it's just 5,500. It's like, girl, why? Go find somebody else to gatekeep, okay? Because I ain't the one, girl, okay? I'm still trying to grow, girl. I'm still trying to get up the ladder, baby. I ain't even nowhere near up there where I should be gatekeeped. But, girl, they decided they're going to gatekeep me because, girl, I guess because, what? Because I'm shuffling some cards, baby. Baby, these cards right here from Amazon, baby. These cards right here, these little cute little cards from Amazon. These little cute little cards right here from maybe some from the Barnes and Nobles, okay? Baby, okay, so don't bother me. But girl, we gotta find out who the gatekeepers are, okay? Because Ice Cube said he don't know who they are. He said they're just out there gatekeeping, and I'm like, gatekeeping. So at first, girl, I'm like, who are the gatekeepers? And so I thought, okay, so who was gatekeeping me, girl? Who tried to keep Miss Black down? Okay, so I thought about it. I said, well, the mic wasn't working. I said, is the first suspect Mrs. Black herself? Is Mrs. Black keeping herself down? Whew. I had to look myself in the mirror, and I was like, girl, I probably gatekeeping myself. So I went back and retraced my stuff, and I'm like, no, ma'am, my mic is hooked up, okay? It has the little blue light on it, which tells me I have the permission to speak, okay? If the red light was on, it would tell me not to speak. If there was no light, that means, girl, you didn't plug up nothing. So yes, my blue light was on, baby. So no, I did not gatekeep myself. So I'm like, Ice Cube, are you gatekeeping yourself? Okay. Do you expect the NBA to lay out a red carpet for you to come up and produce a mini NBA? Okay, which will be competition for them. Okay, I don't think that they will want to do that. So I'm like, so if Miss Black could have possibly gatekeep herself, the Ice Cube gatekeep himself. Okay, so that's what we need to know. But then I realized, no, Miss Black ain't gatekeep herself. So maybe he ain't gatekeeping himself, or maybe he's delusional and denied. I don't know, girl. But you can't expect somebody to give you something when they was the original people that's trying to suppress you, baby. Okay, they're the original people trying to oppress you, baby. So they not gonna give you nothing, okay, Mr. Ice Cube. Okay, but so back to me, girl. So I'm like, so who trying to keep me down, and who trying to gatekeep me? Okay, I know this about Ice Cube, but we back to me again because I think it's a point here. Okay, but okay, so we realize there is a gatekeeper because I plugged in my mic, and then I want to know who tried to gatekeep me on my internet. So it's unseen forces, honey, because I paid my bill, baby. So, girl, we want to know. We're going to find out who are the gatekeepers in Ice Cube and honey and even Miss Black's life. Okay, so let's get into it. So, Divine Angels, if you could, please give me the best cards from this deck to describe us. Who are these gatekeepers? Okay. Okay. We're gonna first ask about Ice Cube gatekeepers. Okay. That's all we want to know about here. Okay. I'll figure out my gatekeepers later. But who are Ice Cube's gatekeepers? Because I hope, girl, they should not be the same people. Or are they? So let's get a description of these gatekeepers for Ice Cube. Who are these gatekeepers? Ice Cube, these unforeseen forces that keep on trying to keep a person down, baby. We can't strive for the stars if we can't get past the sky. So come on, girl. Okay, you can't shoot for a galaxy, baby, if you're on the ground. So first of all, we're gonna see, girl, the gatekeepers. Oh Lord, the gatekeepers are mysticals. Okay, so they are definitely mysterious. Okay, unseen forces off top. That's what I see. Okay, Kung Fu masters, baby. It says they revel in intimate union with the divine. So they are divine creatures. Okay, these gatekeepers, and they also, the shadow attribute of these gatekeepers are delusional rapport. Oh, with the divine. So they're delusional. So we got some crazy gatekeepers. Okay, they up there. They unforeseen forces that's keeping Ice Cube down right now, girl. Okay, and they, honey, are these gatekeepers keeping all of us down in different ways in life, whether financially, whether mentally, whether it's health wise, whether it's girl, family wise, all type of wise, girl, penny wise. Okay, girl, literally. So they are mystical people. Okay, so they are very much spirit beings. What dang? Let's get into it. Next, they artists. Okay, artists. Now, it's funny that artists show up right now because Ice Cube was definitely talking about AIs, and everybody's concerned about AIs. But it's so funny that whoever created these AIs created them, put them out there, and then now you see all these articles talking about AIs taking over. Girl, they even had an article the other day that said AI gave a side eye. Okay, a side eye when he was asked, will AI take over the world, or will AI take over humans? Okay, he did a little side eye. Not the AI being shady. And then they put in these articles out here to scare you, but it's like, okay, well, whoever created this AI need to be arrested. Okay, today, not tomorrow, today. Okay, but AIs are also going to be taking over the rap business. That's what I see. Because you see all these artists selling their catalogs. And it's like, why are you selling your catalogs? You know why? Because you're selling them to the elites, the powers that be, the gatekeepers who are in control of these AIs. And guess what, y'all? Y'all going to be going to concerts that are AI generated, baby. Okay? With the voices of your favorite artists. So get ready for that, girl. Gear up for that. Okay? You're going to be going to a Tesla/Meta concert, okay, from your house, $500 a ticket. The lies, okay. So next, we're talking about an artist. Okay, it says expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the five senses. Damn, girl, we're not playing with no. These ain't humans, baby. These ain't humans, okay. These are AI generated people, girl. They are aliens. They're spiritual beings. They say they're artists, baby. And they come in, they probably tap into the artist, aka Ice Cube now. And Ice Cube said he ain't in it. He said they won't even let him in the business. Why, Ice Cube? Because you was out there doing a lot of business. You was out there doing a lot of movies at some point, and a lot of people like you was not tapped into that type of business, and we're so proud of you. But it's like, how did you get up there? The gatekeepers weren't stopping you then. Okay, what did they ask you to do that you refused to do, and they decided to downgrade you? Okay, because you was definitely moving up more than anybody else, baby. Okay, because Dre was over there doing the beats, and you was over there doing the movies, baby. Okay, so let's move on. We got the artist here. It says he also speaks about inspiring others to see life symbolically. So these gatekeepers are using these artists, or they are coming across as an artist that's creating these symbols, these symbolic symbols that they put out there in the media, in the news, okay, of course in the music. And the artists so silly, they sit there and let them do it. They come in and they suggest stuff, suggest until the whole sound, the whole music is changed. Okay, and these artists got to go out there and perform it and feed it to the masses. Okay, they also speaks about the shadow attributes of these gatekeepers. It speaks about using talent as an excuse to mistreat others. Bam, aka your rappers. Okay, they come out talking about bees and this and hoes ain't this and you know, bros up, hoes down. It's like, huh? It's like, huh? Do y'all like women? So it speaks about posing as a starving artist to elicit some type of pity. So yeah, girl, we got artists, we got mystical artists coming in, spiritual beings. Okay, you know, they come in as guides. And they're coming in. You see a lot of this purple and red. Purple represents the throat chakra, which means speaking, communication, using communication, okay, or propaganda to kind of shape your opinions. Okay, it speaks about represent the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. It speaks about places financial gain over control. Places financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. Okay, so gatekeepers are in control, baby. They make sure they keep in control of your spiritual mind, your mental. Okay, and then they have mouthpieces out there. So the gatekeepers, like I said, these artists go out there. They don't have no type of educational background. Most of them barely can read. Girl, they have to sign in long, lengthy contracts, never to see the people who they sign the contract to. All they see is the person that's representing, a representative. They never see the powers that be, so they don't know what they signed up to, but they know they signed. Okay, and they're being controlled and watched by spiritual beings. Okay, next we got the mother, baby. We got the mothership. We got the mother. Speaks about nutrients, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life. Giving birth. It's the Nick Cannon of it all. Okay. It speaks about smothering or abandoning children. Girl. The BM of the world. Okay. The rappers of the world. Speaks about smothering, smother, to take life from, to steal, or abandon. One of the two, whichever one comes first. It says instilling guilt in the children for becoming independent. Okay, and so this also speaks about, honey, they the mother, the parents of these artists. Okay, the gatekeepers. It's like they claim they're giving you all type of love and joy in life. After they claim they're giving birth to you, recreated you, okay? But then it also speaks about smothering. Will take the life out of you if you disagree, okay? Will abandon you. Will leave you high and dry and broke, okay? And then put guilt on you for becoming independent, for wanting to go out and speak your own independent thoughts. Will also put guilt on you if you try to walk away or speak against this parent or this mother, this mothership, baby, the mothership of all this mystic energy that you never see, the elites, the ones that's above, and you're so below. Okay, they also come across as a saboteur, baby. They'll run you over, bulldozer you over, baby. Okay, what about that toxic mother that act like they love you, and as soon as you tell her no or disagree with her, she bulldozes you over like a wild boar? Okay, it speaks about highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it will bring into your life. So it's like these people that want to keep you down mentally, keep you down broke, disgusted, so that you'll do anything to try to come up. Okay, anything to survive. It speaks about induces self-destructive behavior or the desire to undermine others. So it seems like they over the rappers, baby, the Ice Cubes of the world. These spiritual beings, honey, that come in on a little mothership, come in on the rapper's back, okay? And then they'll bulldoze the rapper if he even try to speak out and try to become some type of self-empowered or some type of way. They'll put fear in them, okay? The fear of life, okay, taking the life. So that's why he don't know. He don't know because when he signed these contracts, now, I would think that he got up there higher than most people because he was up there producing his own movies and doing stuff that a lot of people couldn't do. Not even Jamie Foxx could survive his producing his own movie, literally. So Ice Cube actually did. So it just kind of lets me think, what is the energy that now they're not supporting you? And I feel like he lost the support of the community when he went with the contract, and the media tried to say that he went to Trump to get this get approval, which Trump was the president, so that's who you would go to. But they said the community turned their back on him, just like they did Chrisette Michelle. And he also feel like, the NBA won't let him in, but it's like, baby, the NBA is not going to let you compete with them at all. And did you sell your catalog to anybody? If you said no to that, that's a problem, because they need that Ice Cube sound to kind of keep on hypnotizing the community. Okay, I know Ice Cube tried to move on from being a gangster to being a family man, which is commendable. Okay, because he definitely did that with the movies. His movies were not thuggish or nothing like that. There was more family movies. But I feel like a lot of people in the community, his community, from when he was NWA to that, didn't follow. Okay, what you think they should have or would have, but they didn't. Even I didn't follow, girl. And I was just at his concert the other last year. I went to his concert, him and Snoop Dogg concert, and it was a nice concert, girl. The only thing about the concert is that where I live now, remember the concert was packed out. It's just that the people weren't on the same beat, baby. It was hard for some people to catch the beat. Now, they tried their best, baby. I ain't saying they didn't. They definitely did try their best. But they weren't on the same accord. Versus if you was in Atlanta at a concert where everybody's on the same beat, one mission, one drum, okay? The concert is different. So, But then again, Atlanta got that toxic energy. So, I wasn't in no toxic energy. And, baby, my energy wasn't on the same beat. But that's okay. That's okay. I was saved. And so, I was like, concerts just ain't for me no more. Because I do need to beat the beat on one accord. But, I'm not in that toxic energy like that. So, baby, I just went ahead and rocked out with my own beat. And just left the concert, baby. Disappointed. But, like I said, Ice Cube and Snoop Dogg did their job. They did their job. I should have been on the stage. Girl, my seats clearly weren't close enough, baby. And I thought I had great seats. But anyway, girl, let's get into it. So let's see what's the energy around Ice Cube and these gatekeepers. Okay, why did he feel like he had gatekeepers? And why, oh, girl, it's a contract, baby. It's a contract and events, baby. And it's always about that contract. So I guess that all wants to come out. So yeah, girl, we got a contract here, even an event. When they asked him to sign something, baby, sign on that golden line, if you will. And I don't think he did, but I see a smile here, so he thought it was a good contract, baby. He went and got a lawyer, and they frowned against lawyers, people who can read. Okay, so there was a commitment here that was made, an event in his life. Next, we got another event where there was some deception, baby. Baby, you didn't sign the whole contract. We didn't get all the pages back. And people are talking behind your back. And, yeah, he is definitely left out. He at the table of one. Okay. Yeah. Well, dang. Okay, so let's see if we can get into that. We're going to go straight into this commitment. What did they want him to commit to? Let's see. What did they want him to commit to? The gatekeepers. It's a third party energy, working together, signing together. Maybe signing up his right to his AI voice, his clone. And ask you, but like, nope, AA. So what is this commitment here that's causing an issue with the gatekeepers, with Ice Cube? Okay. Oh, girl, we got the king of the Darkwood elves. Girl, not Jay-Z. And the reason I say that because Beyonce is the queen of the Darkwood elves in this deck. So is this Jay-Z, girl? Okay. Or do y'all know this man? Girl, is that the man at the white party? Because Ice Cube was not there. So it speaks about authority, okay, credibility, and status. Well, dang. So yeah, this event that either he came to and he was supposed to sign his contract. Baby, he had on his outfit. He had on his little humiliated outfit, and they want him to sign this contract. The authorities, okay, but I don't think he did. His credentials. I don't know if he was supposed to sign over his credential, and he lost his status. Okay, the king of the Darkwood elves. Baby, you came to the contract. Now, that ain't Diddy, y'all. Y'all can't blame everything on Diddy. They don't look like Diddy. Now, they look like some Diddy will wear. But that ain't Diddy, okay? So the king of the Darkwood elves. Okay, so let's see, girl. What's going on with the king of the Darkwood elves? Does he got this commitment here for Ice Cube? Ice Cube clearly is not signing it, and he lost his credential. Now, is this contract? Now, is this the contract for black? What was called? It was a contract for black, something about black. that he was doing. See what I'm saying? We didn't take this man serious, but I think it was online that you can go and read. There was some type of a contract for the black community. Okay. Oh, is that the Darkwood elves? The dark woods. Is that what they calling us now? Girl, I can't. Okay, I can't. They're gonna keep a name in the chat. They're gonna keep a name in the hidden chats that they call us and think it's funny. So we got some type of commitment here for the king of the dark woods, baby. The king of the dark woods. Now that you lead the dark woods astray like you're supposed to, we'll see. Give us more about this king of the dark woods and this commitment. Okay, it was an offer that was being made. Okay, for the king of cups. Okay, yeah, the king of cups. Girl, why did the king of cups show up? Okay, so there was an offer made. Okay, something was being made, and it's a pentacle concerning money, an opportunity, maybe. Okay, it could be, like I said, it was an offer, something being manifested and given to you. Here you go. Do you want it or not? Okay, is that a pickleball? Baby, was you offered a pickleball and you didn't take it? It's like, go ahead and bite it. It's just like a pickle. It's like, that man don't want to put that pickleball in his mouth. Who all been playing with it? Because look at the king of cups. Because why he ain't got no clothes on? And if he do, why he got a skirt on? I'm so concerned. So was he supposed to wear a skirt, baby? Was he supposed to lead the dark woods astray with the skirt? And he didn't. He didn't wear his skirt to the event. Girl, I'm so concerned. But the cups is about emotions, feelings, honey. Somebody was in their emotions and their feelings, baby. Now look at this cup. This could be an NBA cup as well. Okay. So the NBA love to put you in a maxi dress, baby. And he the king. It's a man. It's a masculine energy that's offering pickleballs to the grown men. Okay. Just so you can get more pickleballs. Okay, more pentacles. Do you want this 10 of pentacles situation? Do you want this stack of coins? Okay, so you're going to have to do what you need to do, baby. You're going to have to lift this skirt up, baby. Lift every skirt insane. Okay, with these pickleballs. Okay, girl, that's just what I felt. I felt that in my spirit. So let's see. Now let's pull out these dark mirrors. And let's check out this pickleball energy, this Ace of Pentacles. Okay, that they tried to give the dark woods. They want the dark woods, baby, to get hold of these pickles, these pickleballs at this event, this contract. Give us more energy about what did they want Ice Cube to do, okay, to achieve these 10 of Pentacles situation, okay, with it looked like the King of Cups, okay, for the dark woods. Okay, so it's pretty much telling me, because on the one card, that I'm pretty much on point. And to kind of finish it up is blinded to pain. Okay, now whether Ice Cube was blind to the pain that he put on his own community, okay, with some of that music. But then again, Ice Cube really didn't put out too much bad music towards the community. He was saying like F the police. He was saying that it was N-words with attitude, because they had a reason to have attitude, what they was going through in the community, and patterns of pain. And it felt like, you know, he may have been blinded to the pain. That's why he tried to change the image. Okay, and he no longer was blinded to it anymore. Okay, enough. Okay, he knew what he wanted to do. They wanted him to lead the dark woods. Okay, with the skirt activity for the NBA. Okay, so he wasn't willing to sign that contract for those 10 of Pentacles. So that's why he only got one pentacle. He got to hold on to it. So let's see. Let's find out more about blinded by pain, because that's going to lead us right next to this deception that's going on here. Give us more about this blinded by pain for Ice Cube. Okay, so the blinded by pain speaks about the Two of Pentacles situation, his personal life and his professional life, balancing out these pentacles, balancing out justice, balancing out, keeping a balance, okay, but equal balance between the two. Next, Eight of Pentacles, when his creativity, when he was being creative, creating his music and creating movies. Okay, I feel like, you know, he was putting his head down and working with the Eight of Pentacles energy. But then we got this Magician energy. It's like here they come trying to put in subliminals into his craft, into his music, they want him to come with this dark magic to manifest more money, to manifest more opportunities for him. Okay, so now they're going to lead us to this deception that's going on. Give us more about the deception that's going on with Ice Cube and these gatekeepers in this Magician card. Okay, so the cards that showed up here is the Queen of Swords. This speaks of a woman over the age of 25, an older woman who's cold, demanding authority. Okay, this could be authority. Like I said, you know, we have a woman that's speaking behind here in this event. We got the feminine energy that's speaking. Okay, somebody, this look like there may be a feminine energy that's guiding this. Okay, girl, is this a succubus? What's called a succubus? Girl, I don't know what it's called. It ain't gonna say it no more. Okay, but it speaks about that's controlling his behavior. Some type of behavior that's being controlled by this Queen of Swords concerning the world. Okay, maybe the information she putting out, the truths that she putting out against him. With this Princess of Cups, speaking of a young woman, a young energy, a youthful energy. So we got this Queen of Swords. We got this kind of like, again, this motherly energy, this mother who smothers. Okay, something about her having some kind of control over the world, being connected to the world. Okay, with this Magician energy and it causing the deception, which I don't. Girl, let me pull some more cards on this deception. Give me more about this deceptive energy here for Ice Cube and these gatekeepers. And who are they? Okay, so they definitely people that's held at high standards. So, we got people that are thirsty, baby. Thirsty at the mouth, at the lips, baby. So it speaks about craving, compulsive, and obsession. So there's some type of thirst here that's deceptive. Something that somebody is thirsty for, wanting. Next, with love conquers all. Enduring loyalty, eternal love, and a lasting commitment. Again, there go that commitment again. With this Queen of Swords. Is Ice Cube still married? Who is this Queen of Swords in his life? Some type of deception that happened behind his back. Okay, somebody that he loved and he thinking love conquers all with this person. Next we got ancient. Somebody with that voodoo that she do. Okay, it's some type of ancestral Egypt magical inheritance. Okay, somebody looking for some type of handout, some type of inheritance here. And she holding that sword, baby. So she ain't being cute and friendly, baby. She ain't feeling feminine fit. Okay. She is not friendly at all. Okay, look at she holding that sword up. And somebody's doing some type of magic in the background for him too. And maybe betraying him. Okay, somebody with transgression, flaws, contradictions, mistakes. Okay, somebody has some type of different allegiance to the flag, baby, of the United States of America. Now those don't look like United States flags. We got monkeys in the background, girl. We got unicorns. We got this. Now, why is this she holding his head as some type of what you call it when you go out hunting and you take the head and put it up on your wall? Not me, girl. Some people do that. Okay. But it speaks about contradiction. Somebody in his life is contradicting somebody. It's a feminine energy that's also helping to keep him gatekeeped. Okay, so it's always going to be somebody close to you in your life. I mean, somebody that he may hold at high standards. Somebody that's trying to get to high standards, trying to climb that Met Gala staircase, baby. Honors, high standards, idealistic. Somebody that he loves, honey. Somebody very thirsty and craving some type of attention that they finally can get. Okay, and some type of inheritance. Because a queen just entered the building that's doing some type of magic. So it's somebody that's behind his back that's also keeping him gatekeep. Okay, so give me the energy around this Queen of Swords. Okay, and how is she connected to this Magician energy? This Queen of Swords. Okay, girl, it looks serious. Okay, now we got a spirit here. I don't know if it's his spiritual teacher, baby, guidance, but it says your high power, your high self. So it's like there's some, with the 2 card, it's a partnership, and maybe even somebody, like I said, this is somebody that he loves and cares about. This is somebody that's close to him. This giving me family energy, a feminine energy. It could be, girl, it can be a man that's got bitch energy as well. Now, don't think they can't, girl. But it's definitely somebody giving me that's in his close circle that's giving that he care about. It's giving somebody that he's in a partnership with. Cycles of decrease, baby. It's some cycles in decrease going on in their life, and they trying to get their coins up the best way possible because they tired of it. Okay, he done been gatekeep too long in their opinion, and baby, they got to get out of it because the pool of abundance is small, and it's like cycles of this. So it's definitely somebody that's with the 4, which is somebody that's close to his heart, that he keeps close to his heart. Again, it's giving me family. But, you know, we got energy of courage. Okay, so he needs to be able to have the courage to take the steps that's needed. So which means there's some fear here. Energy of fear, but he needs courage to be able to get through this, to see through this. Okay, and to make a choice. Because it speaks about free will. You see him needing to take a path, go down the path, and it's his energy of one. Okay, so it's like he got to go down this path by himself. Okay, but at the end of the day, he will have happy success once he take that path of doing things on himself. Okay, and then because he'll be able to produce the abundance that he needs, because it's somebody close to him that's keeping him down in his consciousness, in his mental. Okay, but this speaks about his happy success once he's free of this cycle of energy that he's in from somebody that's spiritually in his life. Okay, because they showing up as somebody as some type of magician. They showing up as somebody because he got what he needs to be able to be successful, but it's something that's keeping him dark and keeping him down, and it's giving me a lot of feminine type of energy, aka it could be a feminine, it can also be a masculine that's feminine, girl. It could be trans, baby. So let's see what these cards have to say about the future of Ice Cube. What can we expect for the future of Mr. Ice Cube, please? Okay, so just like the last reading, he definitely gonna have victory. Okay, success. Okay, the tides are changing for Mr. Ice Cube, baby. The gatekeepers can only keep a good person down for so long, okay, until they find out who they truly are, okay, with this energy of courage to be able to go down this path and do it alone, okay, because the cycles of decrease need to stop, which means this mental thing that he's going through. He's been going through some type of mental, you can tell how the way he lets hair grow out and stuff like that. It's some type of mental cycle of decrease, baby, going down. That's been happening to him. But because he's connected with people that's in his energy that's keeping him down. And it's like he blinded to the pain of whoever this person is. Whoever this person is. Okay, because it's somebody that he's blind to see. And now, this person, now it's also speaks about the authority in his life, which means it happens like the first, how can I explain this? The battle starts within, okay? If you can get control of the battle within, you can handle the battle that's external, okay? So it's a battle that's going on within him that he has to handle. That's a gatekeeper. He don't see it, which means it's family, okay? It's somebody that he loves. It's somebody that he's going through cycles with these people. Okay, he may even, now I doubt that he still stay in Compton, but he still probably got a Compton mentality. He probably got people that got a Compton mentality that's still around him. He needs to get out of this cycles of it, because somebody is pledging allegiance somewhere else. Okay, to the flag somewhere else, baby. Somebody's getting thirsty. And when family get thirsty in this time, they start doing thirsty things. Okay, and they're going to gatekeep and snitch you out and report you and do all type of stuff like that, so they can be held at high honors. Okay, but it's some type of contract, something that needs to be signed first before it can officially happen. And I feel like Ice Cube is refusing to do that. Okay, because somebody's trying to get his credentials. Okay, his status. Girl, I don't know if they're trying to get him to sign some type of insurance policy, sign his AI clone over, but it's happening in his personal and business life. That's going on. These events going to keep on happening until he decides to take this one energy, choose himself, and have the courage to walk away from this energy. Once he does that, he's going to have the will energy, a fresh new start, or the end to delays that's happening in his life, sudden or unexpected progress, a very positive change in his life, travel, which means moving away, leaving, and a new vehicle to drive away. Okay, making new memories, new ties. Okay, ancestral change. So he definitely going through a spiritual awakening, a spiritual battle right now. And most spiritual battles happen within. Once you see the truth within, you can start seeing who the demons are around you. Okay, you can eliminate them, which means you got to move away from them, because they're going to keep on coming towards you. They're going to keep on trying to have authority over you because you care about these people. Okay, and then once he get out of that energy, the tides will change for him. He will be able to move forward without being the situation being bumpy or anything. He's going to have full victory, rewards that come from his hard work, successfully balancing out many priorities at once, which means, he's going to be able to multitask, because he's going to have a strong mentality, determination, and willpower, public recognition. Okay, so he's going to have the backing of people. The people are going to back him, baby. The black and the white community, not just the dark woods. Okay, next we got news worth celebrating with the Three of Cups, which means he's going to have people that's going to join him. Again, news worth celebrating, a joyful announcement, like some type of engagement, a wedding, a pregnancy, or a graduation, a time for gratitude, close community, and chosen family. Again, he's going to have the community going to back him. They're going to have a community that's going to back him with this. Okay, friends, people that really support him. Okay, not people that's got that backstabbing energy, or not really backstab, because they weren't showing up. Only one person showed up with a sword. Okay, but I feel like it's some type of mother energy. Who is this mother, girl? It's some type of motherly energy, which means the gatekeepers are family, friends, toxic energy, and because that energy is all you know, your business life is going to reflect that. So you're going to go out there and also create gatekeepers that's going to give you that same energy that you know, that you grew up with. Okay, that you always been in. Okay, so you got to get out of those cycles of decrease and change your mentality and join people that are going to have like-minded people. Okay, that y'all can do a routine together, baby, in the same steps, baby. Okay, you hear me? Now, some may be offbeat a little bit. That's okay. That's okay, girl. Okay, I guess you got to accept that, the bad with the good. But these are your chosen family. They chose to do this dance with you versus your old family who will make excuses. And I ain't doing that stupid shit. And I ain't doing that. And I ain't doing this. And you got these people, whether they got rhythm or not, they ready to get out there and dance with you to back you up. Okay, to support you. And these are close communities and chosen families, not people that not family that you was born into, because you didn't choose those people. Okay, and those people right there try to keep you down because they feel like you obligated to them. Especially when I see this ancient inherited magic, like he trying to break some family curses, and he gonna have to do that because he was blinded to the pain, because these people are people that he loved and he adored, and therefore that's that same energy he facing in his personal, in his business life. Next we got the Six of Wands. Again, victory again. Victory in all, when he choose himself, the energy of himself, the energy of one. He's going to have wise choices that are going to bring public recognition and success. Again, promotion, awards, scholarships, financial backing. Okay? Period. So, girl, we're not exposed to gatekeepers. Okay? Sometimes the gatekeepers it could be yourself. And then because it's yourself, because you're blinded to the pain of the people around you that you chose to love, who are not people that you chose to be around because you were born into that family. So you got to take yourself out of that. Take yourself out of that region of your life, period. Whether you got to relocate and then clear your mind mentally, and then the wheels and the tides are going to change for Ice Cube. Okay, he going to be straight out of Compton. Okay, and hopefully no longer with attitude, because you won't have to have that attitude where you're going now. Okay, now yes, you're going to have some people that's not keeping up with the same beat of the drum, but that's okay. They're still willing to follow. Cause look at him looking back like, girl, you still a little bit off, but that's okay. She happy to be there with you. She happy to share in these cups. These are people who chose to support you and chose to be with you, not the people that you're trying to force to bring along with you because you call them family, or you call them acquaintance, or you call them friends. Okay, because those people are going to be the ones that go back and backstab you and they claim that you're number one fans, and they're your worst enemies. Okay, so he needs to come out of this energy of decrease, honey. I don't know if that's mother issues, because her mother definitely showed up here. But it's all mystical to him, which means his consciousness is not even aware that these are the gatekeepers. Okay, these are the people that he loves and adore. Okay, and so therefore, girl, the gatekeepers are outside, external. Those are the ones he's trying to acknowledge, and he don't know who they are, because those are the people that you see every day, baby. Okay, and you refusing to see it. Take the blindfolders off, Ice Cube. So that's going to be the reading for Ice. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it. Catch me in the next one, girl. Bye.